The basic understanding of chiropractic is that the central nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord, carry the messages throughout the whole body. The nervous system is an integral part of our whole health, our body's ability to function the way that it needs to function. Under a natural birth, when the baby is coming out, they have to do a complete rotation to come on out of the mother. And it's unfortunate in our society what we're doing with women, we have them lying on their backs per se, which makes the birth process a lot more difficult than if she was allowed to get up and move around.
Oh, so the motion of the mom and gravity would help the process.
Absolutely, and make it less stressful on the child, for sure. The more medically assisted, the more interventions used in the birth process, the more interventions that leads to, and yes, the documentation, the research shows that those births have more trauma to the spine and nervous system. As she's pregnant, every week she's gaining more weight, and that's changing her posture, and she's trying to keep up with that and adapt to that. If she's out of alignment, it's so much harder. If she's in alignment, her nerve system functions better, and her whole pelvis is better in alignment. It's going to allow that baby to line up better for birth. The rate is going higher. People are under the impression that a C-section is easier than a natural birth. Well, I don't want the pain of a natural birth, and I want to be able to pick the day, and it's just, wait a minute, this is a major abdominal surgery for the mother. And recovery could be for a long time. You ask women who've had C-sections if they have the sensation that they kind of felt like they were getting lifted off the table. That's usually the baby's head that they're pulling and lifting the mother's weight off the table. Just look at your baby. If their head is tilted off maybe one way or another, or rotated to one side or to the other, you know, you lie them down and you look at them and you just see a little tilting going off. Maybe you see the hip kind of, you can see a little bit of distortion there. That may very well indicate misalignment, affecting the nervous system, affecting the baby's posture, and that's a good indication to have your baby checked. So it's very light force, very non-invasive. Most babies, as I said, they could be sleeping and you could just do the adjustment and when the body is unable to adapt to its environment. The human organism is phenomenal, and the key to health and life is that adaptation process. When our nervous system can't assist us in adapting to our environment, it's not that we have to change the environment, we have to strengthen our ability to adapt. So kids with chronic infections or behavior disorders, those nervous systems are not functioning enough to be able to adapt the way that they need to. Everything's related to the nervous system, so it's not per se what's the particular symptom, but what's the body unable to do in terms of maximum function, and let's see how we can allow that body to function the way that it needs to, and enhance that. We know that physical, emotional, chemical stress affects nerve system function. And so let's look at the physical, emotional, chemical stress that we are subjected to in our lives living in this typical American lifestyle, and what will we do to help ourselves be aware of those stressors, make the choices accordingly to allow ourselves to be stressed or not, and then to enhance our nervous system's ability to deal with those stress. The chiropractor does is palpate, which is to feel the cranium, the spine, the muscles, to feel the areas of the spine that are producing nerve system stress, misalignments in the spine. So those stresses are actually recorded in the spine, yes, absolutely.
In a matter of speaking.
Sure, and it's the surrounding muscles and tissues that identify that's how we identify those areas, and then we make our adjustments to begin the process of opening up that area for healing, for reducing stress to the nervous system, to restore function to the nervous system, to restore function to the whole body.